Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, East Bay Stamp Chick. This is Michelle. Today's video is the Paper Stash Smash video for April 1st. So in this video we talk about what we accomplished and what we're going to work on for the next month and what we smashed from our stash. And there is a whole group of collaborators that will be in the description box. There will be a playlist, so you can go to that and check out what everyone else has done. Lots of inspiration for sure, and a lot of smashed paper. So lots of great ideas for you on how to smash your paper pads or packs, individual sheets, whatever you have. So yeah, so lots of good stuff there. It was a free month, meaning free choice. We could pick out whatever we wanted for April. And then May is a 12 by 12, I believe. That's what I was going with anyways. A 12 by 12 paper selection. So I had actually chosen a whole bunch of 12 by 12s that I wanted to work with for the month of April, but things did not happen the way I thought. And I actually did not create a whole lot in the month of April. And I'm not totally sure why. I mean, we did a spontaneous camping trip, but that was only a few days. So I don't know, but I just didn't. I made cards for the design teams that I'm on. One of them, I don't really use a lot of pattern paper, like hardly ever for them. So those cards, I made like 8 or so cards for them. And then the other one, the other team is the Love from Lizzie, which always includes paper, and it's a 6 by 6. So I used quite a bit of the Sleepy Seas 6 by 6 paper collection. I do have that in videos. You can check out the cards. There's actual tutorials on how to make the cards. So this paper collection, there's some scraps, but it's, you know, it's good. Like I used a lot of that one. And then I did make some journals, which I haven't even done a video for. And I utilized 8 sheets out of this, which is from Paper Wishes. And it was just, I think like 24 sheets of the exact, 20 or 24 sheets of the exact same page. And it's an 8 by 10, and I used 8 sheets out of that. So that is like all that I really smashed. And the journals that I made with that, they're actually art journals. I only completed one, and I did mail that off to a friend. And then this is the in progress version. So it's very much an upcycled style of journal using paper bags, and it does have vintage paper and media paper and some different things. So you can see this is an example of how I used that 8 by 10 paper in here. And so I will have 3 more of these coming, and I will put those onto my Etsy shop, and they will come with a journal pack of goodies to utilize in here. And I will do a video to talk about, you know, what exactly these are. But I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit there. So that was April. Didn't really do a whole lot, but I know I was busy. So for May, I have to make, actually starting now pretty much, 2 mini albums for the grandkids. I have twin grandkids that are turning 2, a boy and a girl, and I have to give them on May 9th their album. And every year for each grandkid I make an album that kind of showcases the previous year with all their special photos. So I try to make it in a theme that goes with whatever that child was interested in that particular year. They are turning 2, so their interests, you know, are not crazy. The little boy loves cars and trucks. That is all he cares about, it seems, is cars and trucks. And as I was looking for what to use for him, I found this in my stash. And I was planning to actually buy paper. I usually buy specific paper for these albums, and I really try to do something that's great, you know, matching whatever it is their interest is. But a lot of the car collections, like with Echo Park, there's like 1 or 2 pages that actually have cars on it, and the rest of it is all other stuff. And that really isn't what I wanted. So I did have this in my stash. I have used pieces out of it before for other things. It's the All Boy from Paper Studio. It is from 2019. And I have a lot of the car stuff. I haven't used that because the previous grandson was, I think, 1 year into dinosaurs, 1 year, well, he's still into fishing and camping type stuff, so I've used some of those pieces. And I used some of the kind of like generic pieces. The builder pages, he was really into like construction for a while, so I did already use a lot of the builder pages. So what I have left, which I think is going to be perfect for this grandson, is I actually have 3 sheets of the race cars, okay? And I have 3 sheets of the checkered flag. I don't know if I'll use this or not, but I might. And then I also have 2 sheets of these like monster trucks. He'll love that. And I have one of these. It's just kind of a crazy pattern that the colors match. So I have 1 sheet of that. I have 3 sheets of the cars on this little like road, so that's perfect. I still have 1 of the trucks, the construction trucks, which he likes too. So I have all of that available, and I'm hoping in my stash I might have some plaids or stripes that will match like color-wise with that, and then I will utilize those to do his album. So I will for sure be using that. So I will not use up all of this book, but I will use a significant amount. So I will be using that. And then for the little girl, I called her mom or texted with her mom about it, and I said, I just don't know what her interest is. I don't feel like there's one specific thing. And then she said, you know what, she loves cats, dogs, and horses. That's what she really loves right now. So if there's a cat, dog, horse, toy, that's what she wants to play with. So I had this in my stash, and this is actually, a friend gave this to me. I didn't purchase this. It's from DCWV, and I don't know if there is a year on this. I know where she bought this, the craft store, has been out of business for several years. I think these numbers at the top might mean that it is from 2011. But I'm not really sure. And it's called the Pets Stack. It has 48 sheets, so I'm definitely not going to use all 48 sheets. But I don't think she used any of this. I didn't count it. But we can kind of go through it, and you can see there's a lot of nice, just random prints. But then there's a lot that has to do with your cats and dogs. And there's like 2 of each one. The colors are a little different. Like, I would not really pick this for a 2-year-old girl's book normally. But I feel like if this is, you know, if she's into cats and dogs, then this is what we'll do. I was also thinking that some of the random sheets may go with the car colors. I'll have to see if it really works. Because there is no cut-aparts or anything for the car stuff, so that's another piece I might have to find, like stickers. But I was wondering if these colors would match well enough to go, you know, like that could work maybe. Yeah, I thought maybe those some of those like plaids or stripes that are in here might work for the boys' book as well. So here's all your dog stuff. And it's really cute. So even though it's not like technically girly colors, and she's kind of a girly girl at this point, it still, I think, would be cute since this is what she likes. I don't see, there's not a lot of like cat stuff in here. I wonder if, oh, there's the cat page. I wonder if my friend pulled out some cat things. But there's a little bit. It's mostly dogs, which they have a dog. They don't have a cat. So maybe she used the cat pages a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm going to use for her album. So these albums have to be done by May 9th. And then after that, I think I was just going to maybe revisit. I had wanted to use this one in May and never got to it. I have 17 sheets left. It is from 2016. I did a walkthrough where you saw the pages in my April 1st video. But it basically, they use all these really cute cut-aparts. And matching, you know, papers, and there's a lot, like there's some strawberry stuff in here that I thought was adorable. Ladybugs, strawberries. So I think I want to go back to, maybe I can use this after I complete those albums. And I think some journals or notebooks in this would be super adorable, and I would really like that. So that's kind of the plan for May. I do have, of course, design team work that I'll do. One of the kits from Love from Lizzie is late. She had some customs issues with getting all her items, and then the post office decided to send mine to random states that it should not have gone to. So I am still waiting for that to arrive. So there will be a 6x6 paper pad in there that I will utilize to make cards, and there will be videos with tutorials for that. And then my creative worship design team package is here, but it does not include paper. And I typically don't use a lot of patterned paper for their cards. It's a lot of stamping and stencils because that's what their focus is. So I will be working on that for the month of May as well. And that should keep me super busy. I did do an extra craft fair in month of April too. And I didn't do so good with that. It really wasn't quite the right customer base. It was a really great event, but just not for me. So that was something else that I did work on for April that I guess took some of my time. But anyway, so that is my plans for May. So definitely check out everybody in the collab, because some people really did a lot of things. There's a lot of inspiration out there. I am sure somebody used a paper collection that you probably have in your stash, and so you definitely can check that out for inspiration for you. And you can play along with us using the hashtag #PaperStashSmash, and we can see all the things that you're creating. And definitely give everybody a like and a follow. Subscribe to their channel or their Instagram, and that way you can see all the fun stuff that will be happening with our collaboration. All right, so I look forward to my next video, and you can see something hopefully super fun and crafty that I have made. All right, thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.